The vastness and beauty of Sarkhes Rosa complex has the capacity to silence anyone. The sound of the wind whispering through the delicate stone carvings and layers of pillars in open courtyards make you feel that you're standing in a special place. Several old texts explain that the Sarkhes Rosa is composed of jism, which are the various buildings, and ruh, the souls of the saints and sultans buried here. Sarkhes Rosa is a mosque and tomb complex located in the village of Makarba, 7 kilometers southwest of Ahmedabad in Gujarat, India. The complex and the placement of the tombs, palaces, and mosques around a large tank give the visitor the sense that they are in the presence of a formless, timeless entity. In other words, they catch a glimpse of eternity. All this may sound a bit odd to hear, and you might have a lot of questions. So, to understand this further, we'll have to travel back in time. Sarkhes became renowned when Sheikh Ahmad Khattu, the much revered Sufi saint, settled there. He was an advisor to Sultan Ahmad Shah, who founded Ahmedabad and belonged to the Muzaffarid dynasty. The then ruling king, Muhammad Shah, called for the construction of a mausoleum along with a mosque to commemorate Sheikh Ahmad Khattu upon his death. These two monuments were completed in 1451 CE by his successor Qutbuddin Ahmad Shah in the later half of the 15th century. The next Sultan, Muhammad Begada, was fond of the place and expanded the complex greatly. He dug a large Sarkhes lake, surrounded it with cut stone steps, built on its southwest corner a splendid palace, and finally raised a mausoleum for himself and his family. Muhammad Begada has an interesting tale. He had many interesting titles, the most bizarre one of them being the Poisoned Sultan of Gujarat. Sultan Mahmud Begada was the most prominent Sultan of Gujarat Sultanate. Raised to the throne at a young age, they successfully captured Pavagadh and Junagadh forts in battles, which gave him his name Begada. Many are the tales that surround this formidably successful prince, including one or two colorful accounts left by European travelers. One, for instance, records the ruler's penchant for everyday poison. Following an attempt to poison him in his childhood, the Sultan was fed toxins in measured doses to make him immune to any such attacks in the future. It is said that if a fly touched him, as soon as it reached his flesh, it died. The Sultan could use his venomous saliva to destroy opponents. All he had to do was spit on those who annoyed him, guaranteeing death to the poor souls in less than an hour. Apart from this, his mesmerizing personality made people give in to his wishes. They would submit without resistance to his will and desire. Persian and European historians believed that Sultan Muhammad Begada had a large appetite. They mentioned that the Sultan used to eat almost as much as a Gujarati mound, that is, about 35 to 37 kgs a day. His midnight snack consisted of samosas filled with meat, which were placed on both sides of his pillow. His appetite for conquest matched his appetite for food. He subdued most of the Rajput chieftains in his reign. The prosperity of the Gujarat Sultanate reached its zenith during the rule of Mahmud. He remained at his capital till his death in December 1511, at the age of 66 years. After a reign of 54 years, Mahmud was buried at Sarkhes Rosa.
झीलમાં જે જાય છે તે પાછું નથી આવતું અને બધું ગળી જાય છે. આ ઝીલ એનું પેટ ક્યારેય નથી ભરાતું.
It is believed that although his physical form gave up, in spirit, his appetite and his hunger for conquest was not satisfied. As a result, his body dissolved and took the form of his beloved lake. The lake took on his qualities.
ઘણા લોકોથી સાંભળ્યું છે થોડા વર્ષો પહેલા બે બાળકો એમાં લપસીને ડૂબી ગયા. એમની લાશ પણ ન મળી. અજીબ રહસ્ય છે. કોઈને ખબર નથી ક્યાં ગયા.
એની આત્મા હજી સુધી ભૂખી છે. કહેવાય છે કે જ્યારે ઝીલનું પાણી પૂરું ભરાઈ જાય ત્યારે જે પણ એની પાસે જાય છે એ પોતાના હોશ ખોઈ બેસે છે. એ પોતાના પડછાયાને જોતા પાણીની અંદર જતા રહે છે અને કોઈ બીજી જ દુનિયામાં ગાયબ થઈ જાય છે, ખાસ કરીને બાળકો. સુલતાનની જેમ ઝીલનું પાણી પણ બધું જ પચાવી જાય છે. હા, હમણાં કોઈ જોખમ નથી. ચોમાસામાં ભૂલથી પણ એના નજીક ન જતા.
Being present here, one can feel something surreal. It's awe-inspiring. It is common to find people lost in thought around the tank today, even though there is no water. One day, it is believed that the lake will overflow and it'll consume everyone and everything in its vicinity. A faint clatter of weapons will be heard from the depth of the lake when this calamity is upon us. The poisoned Sultan of Gujarat will expand his sultanate, conquer the city of Ahmedabad and all the kingdoms around it once again.